It's too late here. Okay. Hi everyone. I think we're live. I decided to come on. I was going into the gym, but I decided to come on because I just watched the news. And it's happened again. This time it's a 16-year-old shooter that they're not releasing the name from, or at least from the thing that I just watched, the video I just watched, they're not releasing the name yet. I don't know if you guys really know your roles. And sorry, I look a mess. Well, it's really not about me anyway. I'm sorry if this is going to sound like a lecture, but it kind of is. You have two choices as light workers, as you want to call yourself chosen ones. Okay. Well, you've been activated. Are you waiting for an invitation? Like, do you need God? You need the Almighty to come down and say, okay, now you're activated. No, it doesn't work that way. If you want to call yourself a light worker or a chosen one, an empath, a starseed, a crystal, whatever, you got to walk the walk, not just talk the talk. Again, some of you that view this, at whatever time you view it, you're not going to like what I'm saying. Right now, more than ever, it's the time to decide. Are you with the dark, or are you actually part of the light? And when I say the light, I mean the light. Because this is just not even a wake-up call anymore. Our wake-up call was 1996 or so. 96 through 98, our wake-up call, our real wake-up call. That was when all these shootings in all the schools started happening to the capacity that it was noticeable throughout the United States. Now it's just so blatant. We've been desensitized to it. So, hey, it's just another shooting, right? Because it's not your kid. But the issue is, you signed up for things like this. So, here's the thing. And I can't read anyway. I cannot see, which is better for me anyway, because I don't have time for nonsense. So, anybody that writes any nonsense, you really don't matter right now. Anybody that's here, that's for a positive, you are so welcome. So again, it's like, I don't know. It's like somebody that exercises and builds really big muscles. But that's just for the gym or to show off to the ladies, right? Hey, look at me. Look at me. But when it comes down to it, you're not prayered up. Or are you? Because if you are, I'm not talking to you. And if you are prayed up, and if you are fighting the good fight, and you're here for a good reason, leading others by example, then I applaud you. But if you're not, and you're calling yourself a chosen one, while these atrocities are happening all over the United States and everywhere else in the world, with these babies being raped and taken and stolen, and don't you understand that the evil one doesn't want the ones he's already corrupted. And he certainly doesn't have to ask for permission to those who gladly go his way and ask for all kinds of special powers and everything else. You were given this before you even were born here. So are you using that for the greater good? Are you praying right now for these children? For their parents? For the communities? Because if you're not, well, if you feel angry right now towards me, I don't give a shit. I really don't. If you are complacent and are using your powers of an actual chosen one to, as they say, be fat and live high on the hog, but you don't really put in on any work of why you actually are here, why you were sent here, then I can't call you a brother or a sister, because you just made yourself fat and rich and used what God gave you of your special gifts just to fatten your own self and pad your own bank. It's a shame. Things are really bad. So what are you here for? You're here as a shield. And yeah, that does mean there are people coming out of the woods. I don't know what the hell is the problem. Obviously, they I don't know if they don't believe in going inside places. I don't know. As I always tell you guys, when there's a distraction to talks, I know that it's something I need to talk to you about. So please do listen. Again, if you are here on YouTube land just to watch funny videos, because hey, I love funny videos too. Cat videos, I'm the first one there. Funny dog videos, I'm there. People falling off of stuff, jumping off of roofs, ending up on their tush, I'm there. But life isn't all roses, right? Unicorns and butterflies? No. Because if that's what we were put here for, well then shit, I missed the fucking bus. Because life has been fucking hell for me. And I'm still here fighting the good fight and not just thinking about myself. So y'all need to whip into shape and start walking the walk. Have you prayed for these people? Have you prayed that these things stop? They were saying, I think it was the shooting in Uvalde. I can't remember because there's so many. They were saying that that there was 50 children outside that day on the playground. They were on the playground. And that the shooters just walked by the children. They didn't even see them. The shooters reported not even seeing children. And the children reported later, several of them reported later to their parents, who came together and all had the same story from their children, that there was a golden dome that they saw over the playground. So if that's not God's work, I don't know what is. The angels can help us. They are mighty and strong. But if you're made little less than the angels, what do you think you can do if you pray, if you pay attention, if you send out that positive energy? I always tell people that I actually have as clients one-to-one. When you're meditating, when you're praying as a prayer warrior, you start first with your family, with your home. And then you send out the energy that's positive out to the different neighborhoods surrounding your home. Then to your whole city, then to your whole state, and then across the land and across other countries. Are you guys doing that? Or you're just using it to go to the casino. Because, see, I'm talking from experience. I've had over 30 years of dealing with the general public, and I've heard it all. I want you to help me because I want to win the lotto. You know? How many times I've heard that? That's probably the most basic question, or not even question, request from me. That's not my job. My job is to help others, to help themselves, to pray for them when they cannot pray for themselves, to give them advice, to help them gain wisdom and knowledge, or maybe they can't think because they're so drowning, they're so heavy laden with their issues and problems. Are you doing that for people? No? What are you doing? Are you giving to charities maybe where children are concerned, or people that can't afford medical costs, or I don't know, Doctors Without Borders, or what are you doing? What are you doing? Taking care of the animals? Okay, that's great. You're taking care of Mother Gaia? Wonderful. Making sure the waters are clean? Right on. Gotta be doing something other than refrigerator to mouth, beer to mouth, food to mouth. Take care of yourself, sure. But what else are you doing? You got $1 million in your bank account? Your family is fine? Great. Now you can start helping other people because you're done. You're good to go. Start feeding somebody. Do you give, I don't know, donate some cans to the local pantry. Go volunteer for Meals on Wheels with the elderly on your free time. Go read to the elderly in the nursing homes. Go sit in the public library for story time without drag. Preferably without drag. Yeah. Go volunteer in ICU for the PD ICU. Go hold a baby so they can feel the warmth of someone's touch. Are you doing any of that? And yeah, there's plenty of churches. Are you doing charities there? Are you doing charitable work there? Or do you go there just to gain the gossip of the weekend? You got to be doing something, people. You got to be doing something. You can't just, I'm sorry to equate it to this, but it's like, I'm serious. That's my go-to. And I wasn't even born in the 70s. I was born, mid-60s. But it's like ass, grass, or cash. Nobody writes for free. Do you think God gave you those gifts so you could come down here and live in a really nice house? Roll up in a nice car? Your kids are in Ivy League little schools and colleges and universities as a chosen one? That's all? That's it? So you decided, I'm not going to help nobody. You realized what you could do, and you